So what's up, guys? As you can tell, I'm in the truck, which means we're gonna be picking up something heavy today, which is good news. We're not getting another car. No, that's not happening. We don't need that. But we're picking up something pretty cool. Well, I'm not gonna say much right now. The video title probably is gonna say it. We'll be there in just a few minutes. So stay tuned. Is he here? Damn it, Tommy, where are you? This thing unlocked? Oh, the Z's unlocked. Alright, we're gonna put it back here, and I'm gonna wait up front to scare Tommy that his Z got stolen. This thing
stole my 3DC and thought I'd be nervous.
Oh man, how'd you notice? Did you see me?
How'd I notice that the car wasn't here? Would you hide it around the corner?
Yeah, I thought you'd be like, oh no.
We pulled up, I'm like, yo, Jimmy sold the 350Z, and he's like, oh yeah, and then we just parked because I left the keys in it. Like I don't usually though.
All right, Tommy. So why the hell am I here?
Dude, I don't know. You're always stealing parts.
If you've been keeping up with videos, you know that Tommy offered me
an RB26, psych, an SR.
Really?
Psych, an M52.
Tommy offered me the Supercharger off of the that was gonna be for the TI, that didn't end up working out. And his M52 if we sold enough giveaways for his TI, and I guess we did.
We hit them. Today's the last day to get your entries. June 5th, midnight, giveaway's over. Thanks to you guys, Jimmy gets an M52 and a Supercharger.
Which is so badass. So thank you guys so much, everyone out there who bought a ticket for the TI. Not only
thank you from me, also.
I hope all of you guys win somehow. I hope at least one of you guys
wins and disperses all the parts to each other.
Exactly. So I hope someone who bought a ticket because of me wins, because that's sick. But I'm so excited. Now we got to load this thing up, bring it to my shop so I can tear it apart. And so
have fun.
Yeah. So I was supposed to not take the trans, but one of the bolts, of course, like the last bolt, had to break, and it wasn't like the head broke, so it would slide out, but just the teeth of the bolt broke. So I'm gonna deal with that at my shop, and I'm just gonna give Tommy the trans back. We're gonna just shove this in the truck as is, and hopefully it fits, because I still never unloaded from the drift event. It's tight.
That was easy.
Yeah, it wasn't too bad. The bed cap and everything.
So, buy M52 that's been taking up subframe space in my shop.
I know, I left you the subframe. We got the M52, the 328 engine in here. Now we have to go and get the main event, and that's the Supercharger. Where is it? Here we go. Because of you guys, I get this thing. I just make my car fast. So this is what, a VF engineering one, or is it a
VF?
It's a VF one. It's a first gen.
VF2.
It's a second gen. And then we have a bunch of supporting parts here. We got gauges. I don't think they even come with the sensor, but that's okay. We got a bunch of piping here. This is a non-intercooled setup, so basically goes straight into the intake. There's a lot of funky stuff on here. Oh, there's a new MAF on here. We got the oil lines, and then we got the bracket and a bunch of hardware. Some hose clamps, and yeah, basically everything I should need. I'm probably gonna need a few other things. I know I need a pulley. We figured that out when we did it on your engine.
I think the M52 pulley will work.
Oh, there it is. So we'll make it work. We got time. We'll figure it out. It shouldn't be too difficult. This is ran off of the serpentine belt instead of the exhaust manifold gaskets like a turbo would. So it's a little bit easier in some cases, but it shouldn't be too difficult. Tommy, I'm all loaded up. We should be all set. Thank you again for all this.
Bye.
So we got a long drive back to the house, and I actually have to go pick up my 240 because I never brought it down after the drift day because it was just too late. I was tired. So I'm gonna go hitch up the 240, drive down to the shop. We have a crap ton of unloading to do, and then cleaning.
Cleaning's fun.
We're gonna go through everything once it's unloaded. And we'll talk about it a little bit more because talking's what we do. You like the talking videos, don't you, Tommy?
Talking videos are sick.
I'll catch you later, Tommy.
Later.
All right, guys, here it is. I talk about it every time, the Waterbury traffic. Let's see how bad it is this time. Good old Waterbury. I love this car so much. All right, we're all set. Car looks awesome. definitely filthy from the rain. All right, guys, back at the shop. Let the fun begin. We have a lot to unload. We have to get the car off the trailer. We have to get all the spares out. We have to get the engine out. We got to pull it out. Want to pull the Lexus out, wash that. We got a lot of stuff to do right now. If you didn't watch yesterday's video somehow, this is what happened. Pulled the engine on the Lexus. This thing's blown the heck up. That's why I got it for such a good deal. So we got to put something back in it. Dirty, dirty engine bay right now. It's absolutely filthy. So we have to get this nice and clean for the next engine. We're not painting the bay. We're not doing anything crazy. This is not no crazy build. This is just I want a car to drive and enjoy as my daily. And this is it. I'm gonna clean the trans, clean the engine bay, and we gotta clean everything else outside. We got a lot of freaking cleaning to do. Everything's gross and dirty. All right, so trans is off, and surprisingly, the clutch looks pretty new, so that's good. Now I'm gonna shove the motor in the corner, and then we're gonna work on cleaning this thing.
Oh yeah, all right guys. So this weekend I went out and I found a pretty awesome new daily whip. It's 2000 328i 5-speed. It has the super common subframe mounting point crack issue that pretty much every E46 gets whenever you have bad subframe bushings and you don't change them. So I guess we're gonna go back to this, but I am super excited, and maybe even I can get Jimmy to come up to my shop and we can do show a little bit of what's going on with that cracked frame rail repair.
Oh.
I paid for the plasma
Nice.
cutter.
There it is. So while everything's out, I'm gonna power wash this too. Just get everything cleaned before I put it away because you don't want that. It's not worth it. So there's not much I have to tape up on this engine to power wash it. Basically everything open right now is a coolant port, so it doesn't really matter. Just gonna pull the ECU and then try to not spray the coil packs. So.
Yeah, definitely smart move. You don't want to leave dirty engines inside your shop. Probably doesn't look good, especially if you're a YouTube star like that guy.
So here's the fun part: degreasing it, watching it all change to fresh cleanness. That's not even a word, but whatever. Yeah, let's just power wash it. On the M52, all the vacuum ports I capped them. There wasn't much, so stay away from the electronics and cross your fingers.
Look how satisfying this is.
That's so nice.
What, 4 seconds later?
Yeah, we got a lot of work to do.
How long do you think it's been?
Huh?
How long do you think it's been?
45 minutes.
So the transmission looks a hell of a lot better. The engine, I guess, looks better too. We got a lot of work to do with this thing. I have to get my engine stand back from my friends and then put this on it, and we can kind of start getting this ready. But the trans should be all set. So in the next 2 days, I really got to figure out what I'm going to do with the IS300. I think I'm leaning towards the NAT conversion. Not make like crazy big power, but get it in there NA for now, and then work on getting a turbo kit and just putting it in there just so I can basically not have to worry about much. Just keep all my factory stuff and nice and simple. Let's pull the Lexus out and get that all cleaned up while we have everything out.
Doug! Tucker!
So there isn't a lot of greasy grime in here, which is good. It's mainly just dirt. There's a lot of like mud buildup and everything in here, so this should clean up really easily. Like all the random stuff in here, so we should be all set.
Bye, puppy.
Might not be able to tell on camera, but it looks a hell of a lot better. I'm excited to get in here. Now, I talked about in the last video, I'm not gonna be like going crazy with engine bay. You guys know how I like to go with the engine bays, but not this one. This one we're gonna keep simple, OEM clean. As far as I'm going is turns of refresh is like these crazy corroded bolts and nuts I'm gonna replace. It's easy. I have a whole you know, bin of bolts in the same threads as Nissan bolts, so it's nice and easy. Hopefully that will clean up a decent amount, and maybe like the really corroded brackets I'll just paint. Like, why not? It doesn't take much longer. I think we're good. She's nice and clean now, ready for a new heart. Look how pretty. I love
They're so cute.
I just came out with the best shit. Love it.
Look how happy your car looks. What do you think?
Oh man.
Can you pick it up?
Yeah. Wow. That's a big boy. This is what I'm used to seeing off the diesels at my work. I don't know what Jimmy just got himself into.
Trouble.
Oh man. That's gonna be so ridiculous. Excuse me, sir? Sir. That and that. When you have big Supercharger and tiny BMW together, that is not gonna be dailyable.
It's gonna be so fun.
Buys a BMW to be a nice, cool daily, have a cool daily. That was the whole arrangement from what I remember. And then he picks up the Lexus. And this is supposed to be the cool, reliable daily. So he has some points, you know, street cred and all that. And what do you want to do with this one now? I watched some of the video today.
The internet wants me to do more to it than I want to do to it.
You are a walking mess.
No,
this one doesn't have a motor, so I'm not gonna make it into a daily.
no, I'm just gonna throw a stock GE motor in it, and then maybe in the future, if we want to, we could turbo it. But for now, we're gonna get it on the road driving. B is for build style. Right?
I just want this to be like the nicest car that you own.
Stock as heck. Just at that, maybe like that height or a little bit lower.
Form and function, please. I just picture you again with the BMW, like, yeah, I'm gonna put my fender light here, cause it's cool.
No.
It's not cool.
I'm gonna push everything back in, and then we're gonna talk about the whole Supercharger situation.
I'm glad I got here just the right time then.
Lexus is all clean. It looks amazing. Look how spotless that is now. I'm so pumped. Like I was saying before, I just want to replace the hardware, and that's about it. The BMW engine's actually looking pretty clean. I'm pretty stoked about it. The W58 transmission looks awesome. Super stoked. I mean, I can only get the inside so clean, but I'm not worried about it. Now I have a lot of thinking to do on what we should do first, if we should go head first into the Lexus, or if we should go head first into the BMW, or we should just kind of do both at the same time, just so we can keep staggering content back and forth. Let me know what you guys want to see, if we should do BMW first or Lexus first. But I want to go over the Supercharger real quick before we end the video. Thank you guys for who's still watching me after I just power washed for 3 minutes straight. First thing I want to do is I want to measure this fan size, because this thing is huge. 76 millimeters.
Oh my god.
That's insane. Well, that's pretty badass. So, I think I said a lot about it before, but just to go over it, it is set up for 6 pounds right now. You can, of course, up the boost by changing the pulley size. Right here, we can put a small one on and it boosts more because it'll cause that to spin more, of course. For now, I guess 6 pounds is good because I don't have to run an intercooler. I can just put injectors in and kind of put a chip tune in. I should be all set. But this is where things are gonna get a little iffy. I have to decide what I actually want to do with the BMW. So I have the M50 in my car right now. That is a 2.5 liter straight 6 non-Vanos. Non-Vanos means there's no variable intake. There's no variable timing on the intake cam like on the M52, which has the Vanos. Now the M52, like I said, has the Vanos, and it's also 0.3 liters bigger, so it's a 2.8 liter straight 6, and it's out of the new car. Now I've been talking to like quite a few BMW guys, and a lot of guys are telling me to actually keep my M50, put the Supercharger on that, and just kind of beat the crap out of it until it blows. They say the M50 will actually enjoy the boost a lot more than the M52, given with the Vanos system. With the M52, I'd really want to get a more standalone ECU and really get a dialed tune on that. And a lot of people said I should just be happy with the M50. So I'm tempted to leave the M50 in the BMW, take the parts off the M52, like the alternator, the oil can, and all that stuff, to make this work on that engine, and hold that engine off into the side. And if my M50 blows up, then we could do the conversion like a lot of people suggested to me. So let me know what you guys think, because I want to know. I don't mind either way. The M50 might be a little bit less work, but I also don't mind swapping that in. But if it's going to be better to keep the M50, might as well. That being said, I'm going to end tonight's video. We got a lot done today. I'm really excited about it. So I hope you guys liked today's video. And of course, everyone who bought an entry to Tommy's TI giveaway to help me get the Supercharger, I can't thank you guys enough. I appreciate it so much. This is going to let us get the BMW into the power range that it deserves, and I couldn't be more excited about it, and I really appreciate it. But if you guys do want some entries to the TI giveaway, I think today is like the last day, the chance to win a pretty cool M3 powered TI. So I'll put that link in the description below, TommyFia.com. But that's it. Well done talking. Like, comment, subscribe. Stay tuned for more content. And RJ, tell them what's good.
I like frosted Cheerios. Those are pretty good.
Have a good night.